welcome back to the Cinema Clubhouse podcast. I am Travis.
And I'm Will.
And Will, today we're pissed.
Why are we pissed? Are you pissed?
I'm always pissed.
I'm a
That's
little-
my secret.
I'm a little perturbed.
No, today, Will, we're going to rant on some things about movie viewing experience, movie decision making, just marketing for movies, things that we just grind our gears, you know?
Does it really grind our gears?
That we
Travis?
just don't like.
Yeah.
And we're going to let it all air out and be like, we don't like this.
We've been way too positive
That's
up
right.
to this point. Sometimes you need to air out the grievances.
Sometimes. So we're going to kind of break it into category.
Yeah.
We're going to do viewing. You know what? I'm going to try to say that better.
I bet you
Movie
will.
viewing experience.
Yeah.
Things we hate about that.
Yeah.
Movie studio. So decisions studios make that we're like, that is just stop it. And movie marketing. Things that we just don't agree with, you know?
Yeah. We don't like the way
We
you're
don't like
promoting this movie.
Yeah.
It's really annoying.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Please stop doing these things.
Stop it.
Maybe talk a little in movie.
Yeah, little
Things
movie
that
things that
bother
happen
us.
in movies that
Yeah,
are just
tropes
oh.
that bother us.
So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about these things.
Okay.
Let it air out. We might have some hot takes that
Yeah.
it's just how we feel.
It's therapy, Travis.
It's therapy, and we might have takes me and you don't even agree on,
Yeah.
which is
I have a feeling we might.
I have a feeling you might. Let's just put it that way. All right, so let's start with the studio, Will,
Okay.
because
From the
it
top.
has to start at the
From
top,
the very
right?
top. Yeah.
So studios have to make decisions, and we have to either like them or not like them.
Okay.
And sometimes we don't like them.
I have a feeling we're not going to like them, Travis.
Will, what don't we like?
What don't we like? I tell you what. One thing I hate is when we're kind of in a trend these days where every animated movie ever made has to have a live action remake.
I'm sick of it, Will.
It grinds my gears,
It's
Travis.
terrible. It's like turning in the same paper you wrote for a project again.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
And sometimes the teacher gives you the same grade.
Or you get a better grade.
Or a better grade.
Or a worse grade.
Usually a worse.
But they don't know it's the same. No, nobody asked for this.
Yeah.
Like never ever heard of like, man, I really hope they start making these cartoons into live action.
Yeah.
And if you do have that idea, that's one not even on their docket. I've had two in my mind since I saw them for the first time that have never been on a docket. And that is Atlantis, the Lost Empire. I think would make a great live action movie.
Yeah.
And Treasure Planet.
I mean, let's be frank. None of these movies need to have a live action movie.
No,
They're an animated movie.
they are.
Enjoy the movie for what it is.
But if you're going to do it, pick movies that
Aren't
seem
as-
fitted for live action.
Yeah, aren't as popular.
Yeah.
Like kind of more cult favorites.
But yeah, I don't agree with it. It's so annoying when they keep announcing it. Like this year, we get How to Train Your Dragon. And
I know.
I love How to Train Your Dragon. To me, it doesn't work in the real world. That's why it was made as an animated movie.
Yeah.
I don't want it. I don't want it. And will I see it? Maybe.
I might.
But
don't
it's
want it
just
either.
like, we don't need it though. We already have the story. We already
Yeah.
have that.
And my problem is the ones, especially the most egregious errors, I think, are the ones that make shot for shot.
Yeah,
remake.
it's just,
We don't need
you
it.
literally don't make it look like you're copying my work.
Right.
Okay. Exactly.
At least change something. Like
Yeah.
have a different take.
Yeah.
I feel like what they should do, if the plan is we need to take this IP that's popular and reshuffle it.
Yeah.
Make a sequel. Make a live action sequel.
Yeah. Do something different.
A different story, but you still get the same IP.
Yeah,
Just give us something different.
I'm in the mindset of like, leave it alone.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need live action animated movies. Maybe we need animated live action movies. Maybe they're doing it the wrong way.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool to see an animated Die Hard movie.
Oh, I'd watch that.
See, They're doing it wrong.
but not the same story.
Not the same one.
Yeah.
It can be in the world
Give me a
like
different
a
take.
sequel. But yeah, that's a good one, Will. I think we both agree that we
Terrible.
don't like it. Anytime it gets announced, we roll our eyes and just like,
Here's another one.
well, it's like,
And
hey,
it'll
we can make
$1
we
billion.
made $5 million or $50 million on the first one. We're gonna make it. It's cheat. It's cheating. I don't like it.
Exactly.
Okay, another studio thing. Here's one that I don't like. Anytime The Rock gets cast in a movie, I just don't like it. So far, what I've seen, I don't think he's a good actor. I think he plays the same exact character.
He plays The Rock.
He plays himself.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just like
He plays himself very well.
he does. Anytime I see that, and immediately like I've just lost all interest to see this movie.
Yeah.
And I would like for him to do a role that changes my mind, but so far he has not.
Yeah, he's one of those actors, like I said before, or like you said, he seems to play the same character. He plays himself, but very well.
Yep.
Sometimes not so well.
Yeah.
Usually the movie crumbles around him. He's not someone who can kind of pick it up from the ground.
Yeah, no, there's definitely my favorite Rock movies are early Rock movies.
Yeah.
Like when he first transitioned into it, I felt like he was actually trying more. And now he's just like, has made it. Like he doesn't have to try. They're just like, we just want you in this movie. Here's $60 million.
You know what I think it is? I think his personality started to leave with his hair.
That's it.
You know what? Early on, obviously he started off terrible.
Yeah.
And then as he started to become more serviceable, movies like The Rundown,
Walking Tall,
like, he wasn't going to win any Oscars from those,
No.
but it was at least he had some personality to him. I think it might have been the hair, Travis.
It's the hair.
That once he lost his hair,
He lost all talent.
he looks the same in every movie.
He even wears the same shirt. I mean, my goodness.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, costume designer. At least try. Like basically every movie is a variation of his Jumanji character.
Yeah.
So it's Jumanji, but he's in the Jungle Cruise
At
boat
least-
the whole
At
time.
least they tried to do something different with Jumanji. Like they, especially like the second one, they had him, have to become Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Like that was fun. I like seeing him stretch a little bit. I'd like to see maybe there is something in there,
But to be the highest paid actor in Hollywood,
yeah.
then no, I do not agree with that. So anytime I see that, I'm like, I'm out.
Speaking of castings,
Okay.
another one that bothers me.
Tell me, Will.
Why does Chris Pratt have to play every animated character?
Well, I don't even know. He just has a normal voice.
He's Emmett from the Lego movie. He's Mario. He's Garfield. I'm sure
surprised
I'm
he's not Sonic.
He probably was.
He
Sonic,
probably was Sonic.
and then he wasn't.
Yeah. No, I agree. He's gotten too many
Yeah.
of these leading animated characters.
Yeah.
And he kind of fits in the category just like we just want him in everything.
Yeah.
Why though? Why? I don't. They try to recapture the.
It's
Guardians
not like he's
of
a great voice actor.
No, it's always his voice.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't change it.
Yeah.
Like from Mario to Garfield to Onward.
I mean, I'm kind of glad he didn't try to do Mario.
Well, yeah, we're thankful he didn't. But I'm saying all those are just his exact voice.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no. Like I get it. I'm over that. Anytime I see an animated movie coming out, I'm like, is his name attached to it? Oh, Chris Pratt. Oh, Chris Pine. Okay. What's wrong? Thank you. We just see Chris.
At
P
least
and
switch
we're
up the
scared.
Chris's,
At least get us. You can do all Chris's. Just alternate. Okay.
Yeah, alternate a little bit.
Yeah. That I agree.
Kills
That
me.
fits in the same category.
Yeah.
It's overused. It's abused. We're over it. Please stop.
We're over it.
Please stop.
Yeah.
Gosh dang the studio. Will, what else? You have another studio one?
I got one more actually.
Let's
You know what?
get it out.
I'm
Will.
not done with the studio yet.
Gosh dang it.
I hate, and this has happened a number of times already. Some more egregious than others, but I hate when sometimes we complain about studios not having foresight and not planning, you know, their universes and things just kind of fall apart because of that.
Mhm.
Sometimes they can get too far ahead of themselves.
Mhm.
I hate it when they announce 7 movies in a universe, a new universe
Yeah.
that the first movie hasn't even come out yet. Like,
Yeah.
or maybe the first one came out and had some success. Like, oh, we need to crank out 10
Premature
more.
sequel announcements.
Premature. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That is so stupid. I mean, how many of those huge, announcements at a Comic-Con or a Cinecon, this list of movies, and where we haven't seen any of them?
Yeah.
It's like, who was that for?
Yeah.
Did you forget that you had to make the first one before you?
Looking at you, Dark Universe?
Yeah, I was excited when they announced they were doing that, but I mean, they had them all docketed out before the first one came out.
There's one thing that the studio heads can't seem to comprehend sometimes, which is, what if audiences don't like the first movie?
They never think about that.
What if the first movie people are like, nah,
They're
I'm
like,
good.
how dare you say that, Gary?
We've already started filming the sequel.
Yeah, we've already written the fourth one.
Yeah.
We're like, what? The first one's still in production.
Yeah.
No, yeah. My thing is, you shouldn't, if you have a plan to connect stuff, yes, you should have a plan.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be to a point where you can announce it to the world if the first one hasn't even come out and, was a success.
Let's see if people like it. Let's see
Like,
if it's
obviously,
a good movie.
Marvel had a plan. They didn't announce we're going to do everything until
No.
Iron Man was a success.
Yeah.
But they
At
had
least I
the
don't
plan.
think they did.
I
but
don't think they did. I mean, they wanted to, but it wasn't like
They've fallen into that trap.
in May, this is coming out in June.
Later.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been
Yeah.
movies, especially post Endgame, but
Yeah.
even during the first 3 phases, I mean, we never got an Inhumans movie?
Yeah, there's lots of things that didn't happen. And again,
You got to adjust.
you got to adjust, but don't premature announce sequels to a movie that hasn't even been made yet.
Yeah.
Because the audience dictates if we need a sequel or not.
Yeah.
And
Well, need is subjective, but
there's sequels we want that we don't get.
I don't know if I needed 20,000 Minions movies, but
you got them.
but we got them, and they all made $1 billion.
Gosh dang it, yellow little. All right, well, that's some of our grievances with the studio process. Some things that we just it really just gets on our nerves. Will, I might flip the table before this episode's over.
Don't do that. This is very fragile.
Yeah, I know.
Tropes.
We'll break the mics and the cameras, and we'll never recover. All right, let's go to another one. Will, let's do marketing. Let's do marketing because again, studio has to announce the stuff, then they got to market it before we go see it. So let's do some marketing.
Okay.
All right, this one is one of my biggest ones. Rotten Tomato scores. I hate that is a thing. I hate that it became a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you gave a movie critic a superpower to determine what movies are good and what are bad and what will do good.
Yeah.
I don't like how movies lean into their Rotten Tomato scores in their marketing to market the movie and make people, oh, this only has this, it's going to suck before they even see it. That's not fair to the filmmakers making the movies, to everybody that makes the movie. It's not fair to. Like, I believe in giving every movie a chance.
Yeah.
Even if it looks terrible.
Unless it's got The Rock in it.
Unless it's got The Rock or Chris Pratt voicing his sidekick cartoon character. That would be our worst nightmare, Will. And they announced 17 sequels to it before it comes out. That's the apocalypse of cinema.
Just speaking into existence, Travis.
No, but I just hate it because people are like, what's the Rotten Tomato score? And I'm like, what the heck does that matter?
Are you interested
Yeah,
in
do you want to see it or not?
Yeah.
But I honestly believe in giving every movie a shot. And sometimes they suck.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're way better than the score dictates. And it's like, well, that wasn't fair because even if I tried not to like think about that, subconsciously my mind says this is a 23%.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why am I doing that?
Yeah, like you're basically training yourself.
Yeah.
Or not training yourself, but you're like it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy where like,
Yeah. So if it sucks, it makes sense because it had a low score.
yeah,
You're like, no, that's not fair.
like you're training your brain like I shouldn't like this.
Yeah. Well, no, you go into it not if it's under 50, you're like, it's probably gonna suck.
Yeah.
That's not fair. Like
Yeah.
before we had that, I feel like more movies got a shot. And the biggest example right now is the Minecraft movie.
Mhm.
It's doing wildly successful.
Yeah.
And it's one that has a bad score. So people like me is like, this is probably gonna be the biggest dumpster fire I've ever seen. And it was not the biggest dumpster fire I've ever seen. It was a fun movie.
Yeah.
It was really funny. I enjoyed it. But the perception I had going in was dictated by that. And I'm like, and I don't like that they announce it.
The Rotten Tomato.
Yeah, they do it in the trailers. They do it. I hate it. It should not be allowed. Like it should. We should get rid of it. Get rid of it completely.
The problem is there's a fundamental misunderstanding of Rotten Tomatoes by the general public,
True.
which is great for marketers because they can manipulate that.
Yeah.
And it's not even just in like trailers or like TV promos. I also see it used as like clickbait titles for like articles online.
Yeah.
Like what, check out this, 72% Rotten Tomatoes movie on this streaming
Yeah,
platform.
and they especially use it with sequels or people portraying a character like, oh, Robert Pattinson's Batman didn't score as good as like.
And you can see through the marketing sometimes too, because if a movie is well received and like great, they can use that tomato meter. But if you know how to read between the lines, you'll see some that'll use the audience score.
Right. Yeah.
Like, oh, the audience has scored.
The audience is loving this
with an 86% audience score. Like, yeah, what did the people that watch all the movies think about this?
To me, when Rotten Tomatoes became a thing, it just unleveled the playing field, and it just subconsciously made people make up their minds before they even get a chance, and that's not fair to movies.
Yeah,
and I hate it. So there we go.
I agree. So far, we're really in sync.
Oh, don't worry.
These.
I'll get us off that.
Yeah. No, I've got another one.
Okay.
And I've mentioned this before.
Okay.
In other episodes. I hate it when this is kind of borderline marketing. I guess you kind of consider it marketing just because it's title, but
okay. I
hate when same movies within the same series have the exact same title.
Ridiculous.
Drives me crazy.
Ridiculous.
Halloween, Scream, others that I can't think of right now. But
those other ones.
Yeah.
It's the slasher genre, Will. They're uninventive.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But
no,
it drives
me
crazy.
Well, what about The Fast and Furious?
Oh, my God.
They just added a the. That is ridiculous.
I think The Fast and the Furious is more about just not being able to come up with creative titles. But, The Fast. Yeah.
I mean, even Fast and Furious 4 was better.
Yeah, I mean, technically, the franchise is the Fast and the Furious franchise, but or now it's the Fast Saga or whatever. But
whatever.
Yeah.
Same titles are so stupid and so just lazy.
How hard is it just to put a colon like Halloween, Laurie Returns?
Yeah,
like
anything. I mean, anything. You could go ask a 10-year-old to tell you a title and it'd be better. But copying the exact same one is so lazy. And so confusing. Yeah. No, I'm talking about Halloween this year. Like you have to say what year it is now because they did that to us.
Yeah, it's one of my biggest grind my gears sort of things.
I agree. That is stupid. There's no reason for that ever.
No.
I mean, unless you're rebooting it or redoing it, then you have more. But if it's in the same, that's ridiculous.
You're a creative. Come up with the title for your movie. That's not been a title before. It's not that hard.
I mean, I think Mission Impossible was Mission Impossible until the third one. And then the fourth one, they started adding.
Well, I mean, they still had numbers.
Yeah, they still did numbers. Yeah, it wasn't Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Also, Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
The mission is still impossible.
Yeah.
It should have just been Mission Impossible and then
It's
Oh God. Yeah, same movies or same title movies. Stupid, lazy. The Rock's probably in one of them. Voiced by Chris Pratt. God dang it. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. I got another one, Will. Movie trailers that give away the whole plot to the movie before you see the movie. This is why I pull back on watching trailers. I'll watch the teasers for most everything.
Yeah.
I rarely watch the official trailer because then it just leaves nothing to figure out when you go to the movie.
Yeah.
Especially like a movie that has jokes. Like I
You
heard
got all
every
the
joke.
jokes. Yeah.
Minecraft, for example. You heard every single thing that was said and you're just like, okay, but there was more. But for the most part, that's all they have. They're like, we got to get people interested. But it's like, maybe only doing teaser trailers then. Because if you can't make an official trailer, like a 3-minute thing without giving away the whole movie, then don't do it. I'd rather have no trailer.
I think we might be in the minority on this one because I totally agree. I love trailers. We did a whole episode on how much we love trailers.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the teaser trailers are the ones that usually get me because it's that hook.
It's just enough.
It's just enough. Yeah, and I feel like again, maybe we're in the minority here because marketing companies seem to have discovered that people need to see everything so they know what they're buying a ticket for.
Yeah, they don't want to be lied to.
They don't want to be lied to.
Well, that's ridiculous. Then they shouldn't see movies.
Yeah, it's to me the trailer is part of the whole movie experience. Like,
yep.
I know it's part of the marketing, so it's meant to make you buy a ticket.
Yeah, but I think most teasers get you there to do that.
There's an art form to trailers. I think that is.
To me, the ones that give away everything is just the editors that don't know how to hold back. They don't know how to tell a story without saying it word for word. They don't know how to imply stuff.
Right.
And to me, that's fixable. Just don't hire those people to make the trailers.
Right.
You have to be able to tell a story without telling everything.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I hate that because I just like, there's nothing cool. Like I saw all the cool stuff. I saw all the action sequences. Now they're just longer, but there's nothing like a different element to it. It's like, I've already seen this.
You know what's even more annoying, Travis?
Tell me, Will.
How about trailers before the trailers?
Good Lord, Will. Trailers before the trailers is the stupidest thing that's ever happened.
It's
in movies.
It's one of those things that just makes me like, are we that desperate and our attention span so small that we need that hook? Like, come watch this trailer.
Watch this trailer. I made a trailer for it.
Yeah.
What?
See, this is a trailer for the trailer.
It was only 5 seconds.
And then you can watch the trailer for the movie.
Well, and then afterwards, watch full trailer online. What the?
Yeah.
What am I watching? It's terrible. I hate it. It's stupid.
I don't see it. I feel like I saw it a lot more like before. Like I don't see it as much these days, but it still happens.
Yeah, I've even seen that in movie theaters.
Yeah.
Like a quick little thing, and then you watch it. I'm like, what the heck was that? That was like
we are literally in the
We're
theater.
in the theater. We're gonna watch it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
That's another one too. Like seeing a trailer for a movie that you're actually there to see.
Oh my gosh. It's like what?
That doesn't happen very often.
It does happen though. It's like who does not know the dates?
Yeah.
It is this date.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take this out.
Yeah.
God, there's some things with trailers we hate, Will.
I know. Stop doing those things.
All right.
Marketing companies.
Freaking marketers. All right. That's all I have for marketing.
Yeah, I think we've given them their lashings.
So we've lashed out at the studio. We've lashed out at the marketing. I'm gonna lash out at the viewing experience.
Oh, okay.
You're in the theater watching.
Yeah.
Here's my hottest take of all time, Will.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna do it.
Here it comes.
I hate reserved seatings at movie theaters. I hate it.
Please explain this.
Oh, I will. Let me take you back, Will, on a journey. Let's say 2005.
Okay.
Let's say May 19th.
Oh, you have an exact
Revenge of the
date.
Sith. Okay. It's Friday night. You're like, what do you want to do? Let's just go see a movie. You went and saw a movie. No problem. No problem, Will. They have turned movies into an event you have to plan months in advance, which is outrageous. I don't know what I want to do 3 Wednesdays from now. And there are elements I like about it. Like, it is nice. You're like, oh, my seat's available. 3 weeks in advance, it's available. You can't spur the moment go to a movie. Your buddy can't join you now. You're like, well, we already bought our tickets a week ago, so you'll be sitting down there. So, I mean, if you want to come, that's so dumb. And I've been the guy that had to sit alone, and it's dumb. And I hate it. I think it should be an option in some theaters. I don't think it should be across the board. I'm probably the only person in the world that feels this way. It just makes it because, like, you can just buy them so far in advance that it's just like the spur of the moment wanting to go to a movie is gone. It turned into it's a concert now. Like, when this band comes into town is when we're going to go to this. It's not a spur of the moment thing. And I miss that. And I miss the ability to just like, want to go see a movie? Well, this is the third theater I looked at. I'm not sitting in the front row. And it's just like, to me, it was easy to just get there a little early to get the seat you wanted. But people want to skip the trailers. They don't like trailers like I like trailers. Not only did that, they get to skip the trailer before the trailers to get the best seat. And that's not fair. Because they weren't there early enough to get it. I miss that. I miss it, Will.
You know, Travis.
Yes.
I think this is one where we might split hairs on a bit.
It's fine. I've always hated it. I hated when they switched over. It's just, I hate it.
I can concede there's a novelty about it that, you know, used to be part of the experience. That was kind of this quirky thing that everyone kind of bought into, that's how you did it. You know, I remember standing in line for midnight showings, or but you know, and all that was fun. I think there's a few things that might be off with your argument.
Please tell me, Will.
I think you know, yeah, you're right. It can't be necessarily a spur of the moment thing a lot of times anymore. But it also depends on when, right?
True.
Like yeah, I can't usually just spur the moment go see a movie, like a big like tentpole movie on a Friday night last minute and expect to get like a good
Well, no,
seat.
but you could be like, oh, the movie's an hour and a half, I can go, and you'd still get a good seat.
You could.
Like, that's just that is gone.
It is.
And like, it took me 6 theaters to go to the Minecraft movie because I needed seats together. And it's like, I can just get there before you people. Like, that's easy.
Sometimes you can't though, Travis. Sometimes
Well, you didn't even have to get there that early. They don't even let you in until like 35 minutes before the commercials start.
Sometimes you might want to go after work or something. And, you know, it's a showing like 30 minutes after work.
Yeah.
You can't just show up and get there and hope that the ticket's there, but you buy it ahead of time and you're able to get there when the showing is. Obviously, the showing is usually 30 minutes of trailers first, but
right,
you know, sometimes you know you plan it so you can be there.
I think the thing I don't like is it dictates what theater I can go to if I didn't plan far enough ahead. And that's what I don't like. Because, again, I'm not planning weeks in advance to go to a movie. It's more, you want to go to a movie tomorrow? Something like that. Yeah. And now the theaters I normally go to are just, they're gone. All the tickets are gone.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's frustrating. So now I have to go to a theater I normally don't go to. So I don't have any control unless I like way plan in advance. And to me, movies were never a thing you planned that far in advance. Now, obviously, you got your midnight premieres, you know, the big ones, but like for the most part, you would just go. But like, I feel like there's a lot of smaller theaters now.
Yeah.
And so there's not that many seats anyways. So it's like, if 8 people are going, you're like, well, there's only bad seats now, really.
Yeah.
Because of the recliners are so big, you can't fit as many. So the
concede.
number's down. So there's not as many rows you could choose from either.
And that might be where we meet in the middle. You know, like they've made the movie going experience better with
Yeah.
improved like seats and like for comfort and making that part better. But yeah, they're probably a half or a third of the seats left in the theater than what they used to be.
I just don't like when the best seat they don't show up till the movie starts. And I'm like, get the heck out of here! You don't deserve that seat.
Because they reserved a seat, man.
Didn't even watch the trailers. Those poor marketers that made those trailers.
I know, those poor marketers.
Yeah, I mean that's the hottest take in the world.
It's pretty hot.
It took all the, what's the word I'm looking for? It took all the ability I had. Like movies, I would just be like, hey, you want to go to a movie tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Like now it's just like, we got to figure out which theater we can go to make that happen.
Yeah.
And it's less control. It's more in the hands of people who don't like getting places early.
Yeah.
And they don't deserve better seats, in my opinion.
Oh, Travis.
Yeah. Another viewing one, I'll mix these two.
Okay.
People talking during a movie, like
Hate
just normal talking, like
Hate it.
in a movie theater, even at my house. If we're watching a movie, shut up.
Yeah.
Like that's what we're doing. I can't stand it. I also can't stand when they ask me questions about a movie we're both watching for the first time.
Yeah.
I don't know. And again, shut up. Like, don't talk. Like, there's a time and place. A movie theater is not a place to talk.
Yeah, I get it if you're in your basement hanging out.
Yeah.
Even if it's the first time you're watching, it's like, all right, you're in your own place.
I'm more forgiving in a home setting.
Yeah.
But if you paid a ticket to go to a theater and watch it with other people,
yeah,
be courteous and do not talk, especially in your normal voice. Like, dude,
yeah.
I
I
want to watch. I want to watch it. Like, that's why I'm here. I'm not here to chat.
Why are you here talking in the middle of a movie on your phone? Like you don't care about the movie. Like, why did you pay for a ticket?
Yeah, if you don't want to watch the movie,
then don't. Save your money.
Save your money. It was $20.
Maybe hop in for a popcorn and leave.
Yeah.
Don't ruin the movie going experience for everybody else.
You can just buy popcorn in the lobby. You don't even have to come in.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever have.
I've eaten popcorn in the lobby and not had a movie to go to.
just hung out. What do you guys see?
Trying to sneak into a movie. Oh, that's another thing you can't do.
Can't do that anymore.
You can't move a theater hop because of the reserved seats.
It's true.
Because they know.
Is that a bad thing, Travis?
Yeah, it is. Movies are expensive nowadays. Okay, I need it now more than ever.
That's true.
I need to double dip.
Yeah.
I can't take a second mortgage out because I got popcorn and a large drink.
Yeah.
But no, like just shut up during a movie. Don't talk in the theater. I understand if there's something that's cool, like that was awesome, fine. But like having a conversation, not for me. Please don't include me in that.
Yeah.
We can talk after the movie about it.
Stay home or hang out with the guy in the lobby that just came for the popcorn.
That's right.
Have a conversation with him. He's probably lonely.
He is.
Know?
He is. I'm lonely. All right, Will.
What about within movies?
Okay, within movie things.
There's a lot of movie tropes that bother people.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be the I'm blanked on what I was going to say. I'm just not going to say that. I'm going to start over.
We don't need to say it.
There's a lot of movie tropes that get on people's nerves. These are a couple of mine.
Okay.
Not really necessarily tropes, although I guess one may be like becoming a trope, which is people getting in catastrophic car crashes.
Uh-huh.
And just walking away from them like
it was nothing.
Maybe limping a little bit.
Your car just did 12 flips.
You didn't just do 12 flips and your car's like origami.
Yeah. I don't know if you've ever been rear-ended. It hurts.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh God.
Yeah. I had someone rear-end me one time at a stoplight, got under my bumper, and the friend of mine in the back seat hit his head on the seat and got a concussion from it. We barely even got hit, Travis.
I know, that was barely anything.
Then you have people like launching off of buildings.
Yeah.
There's examples like, in the Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol when he goes in like the Carvana type
Yeah,
place and just goes straight down and
Yeah.
airbag goes off and totally fine.
Yeah, totally fine.
I think he's done that. I think he's done stuff multiple
Yeah,
times
I
in the
agree.
series.
Like, I understand. I accept whatever reality you present to me
Yeah.
in a movie. But when the reality seems to be reality, if you get in a huge car crash, you aren't getting out of it yourself and walking away.
Yeah, there's some scenarios that I can buy. I can suspend my disbelief a little bit more.
Yeah.
But yeah, if at least make it believable. Like don't make the car do a million flips and
Yeah.
get smashed to pieces. Like how did you even survive that? Much less like
Yeah.
And they're treating him like the cars themselves are like pillows. Like
Yeah.
like in Fast and Furious, they're like catching people with cars that like fall.
Yeah.
Like the thing is metal.
Yeah.
Like what are we doing here?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's something that just takes me out of.
Well, yeah, I just like going beyond the reality you've presented in a movie.
Yeah.
Like to a point where you're just like,
yeah, the reality you presented.
yeah, like if you present a reality where that makes sense, I accept it.
Yeah.
But when it's in a movie
If it's a superhero movie, like,
yeah, when it's in a movie that it's just reality, I don't accept that.
Yeah.
I do not take it back.
I hate that.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of things that movies like. There's one element they go way too far. It's just like way too unrealistic.
Yeah.
And that does take me out of it. Like, what?
Yeah, the car crash looked cool, but like
Yeah, but that guy's dead, 100%, or paralyzed.
Yeah, at the very
Let
least.
alone gonna have to fight the guy, like
Yeah.
the bad guy. Yeah, that's that's a good one.
Another one I hate, just bad portrayal of athletes, of sports in general.
Yeah.
Like, the actor is paid to portray something in a realistic way.
Right.
It always drives me crazy when I see like characters that are supposed to be like professional athletes like throw a football like terribly. Yeah.
Like, what was that?
Like there's no way through like that. Or like basketball is one of the worst ones where like no way this dude is like dunking.
Yeah.
Or like, he's not a professional basketball player and he's got handles like that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
That's one of the things. Like again, it goes back to the world you set up. Like it's supposed to be like a realistic. If it's like a spoof movie or something, and these people are like that,
It's like semi-pro. You're like,
Yeah.
whatever. Okay.
that's
I
fine,
do not
yeah.
think Will Ferrell
It's-
could hold the basketball.
yeah, it's hyper real.
Yeah.
But like if the movie's supposed to be real, like even some of my favorite like sports movies do this.
Yeah.
Like, huge fan of the Mighty Ducks series growing
Yeah.
up. Its portrayal of hockey is
it's,
so unrealistic.
it's so bad.
Even for a kids movie.
Yeah.
Like, with all the players like standing around watching them like,
Yeah.
watching the puck go to the net, like the goalie is like out of place, like
Yeah, the nice cut where it's like there's no way that shot went in.
yeah.
Like
Or-
it's physically impossible.
Or like bad portrayal of rules within a sport, like
yeah.
like the replacements.
Yeah.
Love the replacements, but like, there's some stuff in that movie that's like that's not how the rules work.
Yeah.
Like you don't give every single individual player a false start and move him back 50 yards.
Right.
Like it's just one false start.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't get 12 on the same play.
Yeah, I just want my movies to get things
Just be more realistic.
accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that too hard to ask?
And it's slight tweaking of the story to make it more believable, and it doesn't change the outcome of the story at all.
No.
It may look for a less cool
like it doesn't
thing,
ruin
but
the movie for
no.
me. It's just like, would it be better if like it was more accurate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
It would.
99% of the time would be.
If you're gonna have sports, just get the sports right.
Yeah, it's not that hard. Just do some research.
Yeah.
You can't
Most
just
rules-
make it.
Most sports aren't that complicated to
Yeah,
figure
you
out.
can't just make it what you want to fit the story. Then do a
Yeah.
different sport.
Yeah. Make basketball.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the two big ones for me.
Gosh,
know.
Will, there's some things we don't like. And
You
they
know-
just they keep doing it.
We love movies, Travis.
We love movies here.
We don't love everything about movies.
No, there's some things we don't like. There's some things we want them to get better.
This felt good.
It felt good to get this off my chest.
I needed to get. There's plenty of other things that grind my gears, but these were some of the big ones.
You want to see a movie in 3 months? I'll buy tickets now.
Let's do it.
Good Lord. So those are our rants, Will.
Yeah.
That's what grinds our gears.
Again, felt good getting that off my chest.
Feels good.
But what about you guys? What grinds your gears with movies? Anything inside movie tropes that just drive you crazy? Anything with the marketing that just drives you crazy as well? Let us know in the comments. While you're down there, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, maybe we'll do another rant episode. Come back with the Cinema Clubhouse podcast.